The quarter-dollar coin has always been one of the most recognizable coins in American history. From old silver designs to modern state quarters, this small coin carried the story of the United States through different generations. Many collectors believe that every quarter has a hidden history connected to the year it was made, the metal used, and the artwork engraved on its surface. When people look at an old quarter, the first thing they notice is usually the date. The date on a coin is more than just a number. It represents the economic condition, technology, and culture of the country during that year. Coins from older years often feel more valuable because they connect modern collectors with the past. The famous portrait on the quarter was carefully designed by skilled artists. The face placed on the front side of many American quarters is George Washington, one of the most important figures in United States history. His image was selected to honor leadership, independence, and the early foundation of the nation. The background details around the portrait were not added randomly. Every line, curve, and letter was designed to create balance and beauty. Coin designers spent months testing different artistic styles before finalizing the appearance of the quarter. Some people wonder whether the material inside older quarters was heavier or lighter than modern versions. In earlier decades, many quarters contained silver, which made them heavier and more valuable. Over time, the metal composition changed because silver prices increased. Collectors often compare old quarters with modern quarters made around 2007. They notice differences in shine, color, weight, and edge design. Older coins usually develop darker tones because of aging and circulation. The quarter dollar became especially popular because it was widely used in daily life. It was used in vending machines, buses, shops, laundromats, and public telephones. Millions of Americans carried quarters every single day. Many rare quarter stories started when ordinary people discovered unusual coins inside pocket change. A small error, unusual color, or rare mint mark sometimes transformed a simple quarter into a collector's treasure. During the late 20th century, the United States Mint improved production technology. Machines became faster and more accurate, allowing millions of quarters to be produced every day while maintaining sharp details. Even though machines made the coins, artists still played a major role. Sculptors carefully created the original designs using clay models before the images were transferred onto metal dies. The portrait of George Washington became one of the most iconic images ever used on American coins. His calm expression symbolized dignity and strength. The words written around the coin also carried meaning. Phrases such as "liberty" and "in God we trust" reflected American traditions and national identity. The eagle design used on many older quarters represented freedom and power. The bird was shown with strong wings to symbolize protection and unity. In some years, quarter coins were struck with slightly different finishes. Some looked brighter while others had a softer silver-gray appearance depending on the metal mixture. Collectors carefully examine the edges of quarters because edge details can reveal whether the coin was heavily circulated or preserved in excellent condition. A quarter produced with fewer scratches and cleaner surfaces is often considered more desirable. Condition can strongly influence a coin's market value. The transition from silver quarters to copper-nickel quarters changed the sound of coins when dropped on hard surfaces. Older silver quarters produced a sharper ringing tone. People who study coins are called numismatists. These collectors enjoy researching dates, mint marks, designs, and historical backgrounds. The year 2007 became especially memorable because the United States Mint continued the popular state quarters program. Each design celebrated a different state and its history. State quarters introduced millions of young people to coin collecting. Families began checking pocket change, searching for missing designs. Some quarter coins appear unusually white or bright because they were preserved carefully or cleaned over time. However, collectors usually prefer natural surfaces rather than heavily cleaned coins. Lighting can also change how a quarter appears. Under strong light, silver-colored coins may look brighter and smoother than they really are. The background texture behind the portrait was designed to improve visual contrast. This helped important details stand out clearly. Mint workers inspected coins during production to remove damaged examples before they entered circulation. Despite quality control, some error quarters escaped into public hands. Double strikes, off-center designs, and weak details became exciting discoveries for collectors. A rare quarter can sometimes sell for surprisingly high prices if it combines rarity, strong condition, and historical importance. The United States Mint produced quarters at different locations, including Philadelphia and Denver. Small mint marks helped identify where the coin was created. Collectors often use magnifying glasses to inspect tiny details that are difficult to notice with the naked eye. The surface of a quarter contains microscopic lines created during the minting process. These lines reflect light and create the coin shine. As coins circulate through shops and banks, their details slowly wear down. High points such as hair, lettering, and wings lose sharpness first. Many people keep old quarters because they remind them of family members or special memories from childhood. Coin collecting became popular because it combines history, art, and treasure hunting into one hobby. Some collectors organize quarters by year, while others focus on special themes such as silver coins or state designs. The weight of a quarter depends on the metal composition used during production. Earlier silver quarters generally felt different from modern copper-nickel versions. During periods of economic change, the government sometimes adjusted coin materials to reduce production costs. Artists who designed coins had to create images that would remain clear even after years of circulation. The date on a quarter can instantly transport collectors back into history. A single coin may connect to wars, economic booms, or technological progress. The strong borders around the coin protected the design from wearing away too quickly. Some quarters become darker over time because metal reacts naturally with air and moisture. Collectors often store valuable quarters inside protective holders to prevent scratches and fingerprints. A quarter discovered in excellent condition after decades can become extremely attractive to collectors. Many people believe rare coins are hidden everywhere, waiting to be discovered inside jars, drawers, and old collections. The process of creating a quarter begins with blank metal discs called planchets. These blanks are polished and prepared before striking. Powerful presses stamp both sides of the coin at high speed, forcing the design into the metal. After minting, coins are counted, packaged, and distributed across the country through banks and businesses. Some collectors enjoy comparing quarters from different decades to study changes in design and craftsmanship. The quarter dollar remains one of the most collected American coins because it is easy to find and full of historical variety. Even common quarters can become meaningful when connected to personal stories or historical events. A single quarter may travel through thousands of hands over many years, silently witnessing countless moments in everyday life. The story of the quarter dollar is not only about metal and money. It is also about history, art, national identity, and the excitement of discovery. Whether old or modern, every quarter carries a unique journey that continues to fascinate collectors around the world. Thank you for watching this fascinating story about the quarter dollar coin and its history from older designs to modern quarters. If you enjoy rare coin stories, historical facts, and collector discoveries, continue exploring the amazing world of coins because every small coin may hide a big story. The Canada 2005 25-cent coin is one of the most recognized modern Canadian coins, and it became popular among collectors because of its beautiful design, national symbolism, and the portrait placed on the front side. The woman shown on the coin is Queen Elizabeth II, one of the longest ruling monarchs in modern history. Her portrait appeared on Canadian coins for many decades because Canada is part of the Commonwealth, and the British monarch was officially recognized as the head of state. The image of Queen Elizabeth on the 2005 Canadian quarter was carefully designed by professional artists to represent dignity, leadership, and stability. Many people who first see the coin think the portrait belongs to an ordinary woman, but in reality it represents one of the most famous queens in world history. Over the years, different portraits of Queen Elizabeth were used as she became older, allowing collectors to identify the approximate era of a coin simply by studying her face design. The 2005 quarter became especially interesting because it was produced during a time when modern minting technology was improving rapidly, allowing sharper details and cleaner edges on coins. The coin was made mainly from steel with layers of nickel plating, which made it shiny and durable while reducing production costs compared to older silver coins. Earlier Canadian quarters used silver in their composition, but later the Royal Canadian Mint changed materials because silver became expensive for large-scale coin production. The background details and inscriptions around the portrait were carefully balanced so the Queen's image would remain the main focus of the design. Around the portrait, collectors can usually see the words Elizabeth II, which is the royal title used officially for Queen Elizabeth II. The design became famous across Canada and internationally because millions of these coins entered circulation and were used daily in shops, vending machines, parking meters, and public transportation. Many collectors believe the Canadian quarters featuring Queen Elizabeth have a calm and elegant appearance compared to some other world coins because the portrait style focuses on realism instead of dramatic decoration. The Royal Canadian Mint, located in Canada, was responsible for producing the coin using powerful minting machines capable of striking millions of coins every year. The Mint became famous worldwide for producing high-quality coins with detailed engraving and strong finishes. Some versions of Canadian quarters were also created for collectors with shinier proof finishes and cleaner surfaces. Over time, certain 2005 Canadian quarters became more interesting to collectors if they showed unusual errors, rare conditions, or special commemorative designs. Some coins from that year included unique themes connected to Canadian history, nature, or national celebrations, making them even more attractive to people who enjoy collecting modern coins. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth became one of the most recognized symbols in coin history because her face appeared on coins across many different countries during her reign. Her image represented continuity and tradition for millions of people around the world. Even though the 2005 Canadian quarter was made for everyday spending, collectors now examine these coins, carefully searching for cleaner examples with strong details and fewer scratches. Some people keep them as historical reminders of Queen Elizabeth's era, while others collect them because they admire Canadian coin artistry. The edges, lettering, and background textures were all designed with precision so the coin would remain beautiful even after years of circulation. Many collectors enjoy studying how light reflects from the nickel-plated surface, giving the coin a bright silver appearance. The date 2005 itself reminds collectors of a period when coin collecting became increasingly popular among younger generations, because commemorative coins and modern designs attracted public attention. Some people discovered rare Canadian quarters accidentally inside jars, drawers, or old collections, and later realized that certain coins could hold collector value. The story of the Canada 2005 25-cent coin is therefore not only about money, but also about history, royalty, national identity, and artistic craftsmanship. For many people around the world, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth on Canadian coins became one of the most recognizable images ever used in modern coin design, making the 2005 quarter an interesting piece of collectible history that still fascinates coin lovers today. The 2000 Sacagawea $1 coin became one of the most famous modern American dollar coins because of its unique golden color, historical meaning, and the powerful story behind the two people shown on the design. When people first saw this coin, many became curious about the woman carrying a child on the front side. The woman is Sacagawea, a Native American guide remembered for helping the Lewis and Clark expedition during the early exploration of the western United States. The baby shown with her is her son, Jean-Baptiste, who was carried on her back during many parts of the journey. The reason both figures were placed together on the coin was to symbolize courage, survival, motherhood, peace, and guidance. Designers wanted the coin to represent not only exploration, but also the important role Sacagawea played in helping explorers travel safely through unfamiliar lands. Many historians believe that without her assistance, translation skills, and knowledge of the land, the expedition would have faced even greater dangers. The coin became especially meaningful because it honored a Native American woman, something rarely seen on major United States circulating coins before that time. The portrait was designed to show Sacagawea looking strong, calm, and confident while carrying her child, creating an emotional image that immediately attracted public attention. Artists carefully studied Native American history and culture before creating the design so the portrait would feel respectful and realistic. The United States Mint introduced the coin in the year 2000 as part of an effort to modernize American dollar coins and encourage people to use them in daily life instead of paper dollar bills. The letter D on the coin represents the Denver Mint, meaning the coin was produced in Denver, Colorado. Millions of these coins were struck using modern minting technology, but even though huge numbers entered circulation, the coin remained special because of its bright golden appearance. Many people mistakenly believed the coin was made from real gold, but in reality it was produced mainly from copper with special metal layers that created the golden color. The warm gold appearance was chosen intentionally, so the coin would look different from quarters and other silver-colored coins. On the back side of the coin, an eagle flying in the sky was shown to symbolize freedom, hope, and the spirit of America moving forward into a new century. The eagle design was created with detailed feathers and motion to make it appear alive and powerful. Coin artists and government officials selected these designs carefully because they wanted the new dollar coin to feel modern while still honoring American history. The Sacagawea dollar became famous not only among collectors but also among ordinary people because its appearance was completely different from older dollar coins. Some people loved the design because it looked beautiful and historical, while others kept the coins simply because they were unusual. Over time, collectors started searching for rare versions, minting errors, and coins preserved in perfect condition. Some special examples became valuable because of production mistakes or limited release variations. The story behind the coin continued to grow as more people learned about Sacagawea herself. She was remembered as a symbol of intelligence, bravery, and peaceful cooperation between cultures during an important period of American exploration. The choice to include her child on the coin added emotional depth and reminded people that she completed difficult journeys while caring for her family at the same time. Many collectors believe this combination made the coin more human and meaningful than many other modern coins. The year 2000 also added importance because it marked the beginning of a new millennium, making the coin feel connected to a new era in American history. Even today, the 2000 Sacagawea $1 coin remains one of the most recognized modern dollar coins ever produced. Some people still discover these coins in old collections, drawers, or bank rolls and become fascinated by the story hidden inside the design. The coin represents much more than simple currency because it combines history, exploration, family, national identity, and artistic craftsmanship into one small golden piece of metal that continues to capture attention around the world.